Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're looking at a Florida man, a sovereign citizen, who says he doesn't consent to the court's jurisdiction, yet he also tries to resolve the matters he doesn't consent to using his birth certificate. Trust me, it will make sense by the end. So, let's begin.
All right, and I have one more case that I need to take before lunch, and that's Mr. John Mendez Hurlbert, case 26 CF 91. Mr. John Mendez Hurlbert, are you present? 26 CF 91. All right. Thank you, sir. And defendant is present. And I have Mr. Gates present as standby counsel. All right, we're here for pretrial conference.
Is this a court of records?
Sorry?
Is this a court of records?
I'm not sure what you mean by that, sir.
Is this on the record?
All court proceedings in criminal court are recorded, yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, so.
Great. I'd like to say that I'm in holistic, organic, living man of the land, of my ancestors. I preserve all rights, waive none. I'm here by special appearance. Let's see here. I got notes and stuff, so.
Okay.
I am the director, I'm the executive director and president beneficiary of the registered agent of the estate. I hold up my birth certificate, surrendering the birth certificate to the court to confirm, to the court, not to be confused with the all caps entity created by assumed name on the driver's license.
Well, unfortunately for you, no one else is confused about who the defendant is, except the organically stupid living man on the land standing at the podium.
I hereby come in peace. I withdraw from the War Powers Acts of the Trading with the Enemy Acts of 1917. I refuse. I release myself as the surety and due just compensation refund to me as this is a financial matter. Then the living indigenous man is me and who they must pay up to. Okay. I do not consent to these proceedings. I peacefully withdraw from all legal fiction, corporate, person responsibilities. I'm only here to settle this matter as an executor, and again, I do not consent to these proceedings. I have no contract or charging papers. I have not seen bookkeepings or accounts or notified the IRS that money is being created in the all caps assumed name. Security bonds, taxes are due according to my counsel, which is the Most High.
Thank you.
I do not consent. There is no contract. This is a tax court. Everything previous to what's been said before has been null and void because failure to show the contracts. There is no injured party in this case. If there is an injured party, for the record, please have them stand, and they must be a living man or woman. I do not consent, I do not comprehend. UCC 1308 207, all rights reserved. Public Law 93, 579, without prejudice. And I invoke the Brady Law, which means everything within this case has to be presented. And again, here is the birth certificate. I surrender it. This takes care of all the taxes that this case has created under my name.
All right, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Mr., is it Mendez Hurlbert or just Hurlbert? Or is it Mendez? I just want to get your name right, I'm sorry.
It's neither.
Okay, what is your name?
My living name is John Felix Mendez Herbert. I am the living man on the soil.
All right, so, sir, I'm not sure what
I've also
all of
sent,
that means.
I've also sent in all this documentation for you to view as of Friday. Haven't heard anything. I didn't see my name on the paperwork outside. If I wasn't standing here, I wouldn't know I was supposed to be here.
Is this what sovereign citizens do in their free time? I mean, if a bunch of midwits got together, created a fictitious court, and charged me with a crime I didn't consent to, the last place you'd find me is standing outside a Waffle House waiting for them to call my name. Actually, I probably would be there, but only to laugh at the idiots while they try to convict me of one of their crimes.
Okay, I cannot read emails from litigants, so anything you want the court to consider has to be filed in the court file. If you want a motion to be heard, you have to file it in the court file and then contact the clerk to get a hearing date on that. But I cannot read or respond to emails from parties. So I know you've been sending emails. Those go straight to the IT department. I have not read anything that you have sent, sir. I'm not able to do that.
UCC 1-13-103-103.6.
Okay.
Just making sure that everything that I need to say was on the record.
All right.
For public consumption.
Thank you. So,
And I'm not the fictitious person on this document. I'm the living man.
all right. Well, so you understand about the emails, right?
I do not consent. I do not comprehend.
You don't understand that I can't read your emails?
I do not comprehend.
Okay, now I'm concerned, I'm getting some different concerns. You're not understanding what I'm saying?
I do not consent to what you're saying.
Okay.
I do not
I'm telling
comprehend.
you that I cannot read your emails.
You've already read my emails.
No,
We have
sir.
evidence you did.
No, sir.
Somebody with your email access viewed the
Those were
email.
forwarded straight to IT.
Okay.
Yes, they were sent straight to IT. I can't have emails from parties, sir. Anything that you want the court to consider has to be filed in the court file. If it's
Okay,
a
well,
motion.
I still have more stuff to present then.
Your Honor, the state is ready for trial.
Okay,
First thing. Second thing, it is my understanding that the victims in this case are receiving hundreds of pages of faxes from the defendant. They're in their 80s. Apparently they still have a fax machine. They're receiving hundreds of pages of faxes from Mr. Holbert. I would ask, I know that you already advised Mr. Holbert of this during his Brody hearing, but I would ask that you remind Mr. Holbert as to what he can and cannot do with respect to contact with victims in this case. But as far as if there are additional issues that Mr. Holbert has for this court, we would ask that he file a motion, that he set a hearing, but that this is not the appropriate place for us.
Objection, Your Honor. I'd like to see the report that the victims are injured parties. Is there a medical report?
Your Honor, all I'm asking-
Where's the evidence?
all I'm asking-
I just want to know where the evidence is at.
Mr. Holbert, what he can and can't do with respect to contact with victims and witnesses in this case. I have not filed a motion for protective order. I'm not seeking any other relief than to remind Mr. Holbert as to what he can and can't do with respect to contact of victims and witnesses as opposed to.
so
Your Honor, I still need to see the victims. He cannot be the victim and the lawyer at the same time.
okay. So I am looking at the bond conditions.
Where's the injured party? That's what I want to know.
Sir, just one second. I'm trying to address what Mr. Ferris
What
said.
jurisdiction is this? Sorry,
So-
I just need to understand.
Sir,
I'm
just
trying to understand.
bear with me for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Ferris, I'm looking at the bond conditions. I don't see restrictions on it.
Your Honor, with respect to contact, not with respect to bond, but with respect to that Esperetta hearing, Mr. Hurlburt was advised as to what he can and can't do with respect to direct contact of victims and witnesses. He is sending hundreds of pages of faxes to the victims.
You'll
We are
file a motion.
we are suing them. That's what's happening. All this is fictitious. We're suing them.
You'll need to file a motion. Mr. Hurlburt, are you ready for trial? Today is, you got a
No,
few options.
I just received more information from them.
Okay.
So that I need to review all of it, and then I need to submit more paperwork, because this is obviously a tax court, and I surrendered my birth certificate to pay for it. Maybe you're not aware of it, but there's many people that are aware of what's happening.
Yeah, they're called oxygen thieves, but just because they walk among us doesn't mean we have to accept their delusions as obvious truth.
All right, well,
Just for the record, Your Honor, he did file a notice of discovery on Friday. And
Oh,
we have-
okay.
We have provided discovery today.
okay. So the state has provided you with discovery. In fact, I'm looking at it. It was filed today, this morning.
There was an amended, Your Honor, there was an amended exhibit this morning that identified some additional witnesses. We actually filed it back in February and attempted to contact Mr. Hurlburt as to how he would like to receive it. Before we received the notice of discovery, we have now received the notice of discovery. Mr. Hurlburt indicating that he's willing.
I did not consent. I did not consent.
Discovery, we have now started, he has received the discovery that he requested on Friday.
So this morning, it looks like,
What jurisdiction are we under? Because I need to understand.
This is the
this
circuit
amity law?
court.
Because there's no contract? Is this regular
This
law?
is,
There's no
sir.
injured party? I need to know all these things so that I can prepare correctly.
this is the circuit court in and for Okaloosa County, Florida. I'm looking at the amended discovery exhibit that was filed by the state this morning, and it looks like, Mr. Ferris, it says on here, please provide a thumb drive if checked, and it looks like the box is checked. Are you needing Mr. Hurlburt to provide you with a thumb drive for the discovery?
As I understand it, how do you want to receive discovery?
Let's see here. How do I want?
You can provide us with a thumb drive, you can provide us with an email.
Well, the email's fine. I'll be emailing you again.
Would that be the King Smarty email address?
That's the boss.
Okay. So,
That's who I am, by the way.
Okay.
King Smart. Not John Felix Mendez on this paperwork.
okay.
This is fictitious. This is
So-
made up. I'm sure you all know about it.
All right. So let's see. I don't know if you have motions that you wish to have heard, but I can't hear them today. You would need to contact the clerk for a court date unless you want me to set one right now.
The day I saw you, you said that you just received it and you didn't have time to look at it. I
Okay.
move for this to be dismissed. There's no injured party. There's
All
no
right.
jurisdiction. And this is a waste of my time, and I will be seeking financial, what do you call it, compensation for all this.
All right. So I do see your motion to dismiss.
Yes, ma'am. I've been trying to tell everyone that I'm not guilty of any of this stuff, and there's no evidence to prove so.
If that's the truth, then you shouldn't have a problem going to trial and defending your innocence. But then again, that would mean you'd have to consent to the court's jurisdiction, which you've said you don't consent to ad nauseum, with emphasis on the nauseating part.
When would you like to set that? State? I've got, and Mr. Hurlburt, I've got next Tuesday. Is that too soon for this?
That's too soon for subpoenas, Your Honor.
Okay. Then we have May 19th. We have the morning of May 14th.
Either of those dates come out with the state.
And can you have him supply me with everything I just requested?
What all did you just request?
The jurisdiction, the injured party, the medical records that there was an injured party, and everything else that I said. We can go back and rewatch these videos. I did say I invoked the Brady Act, right? Because everything that has to do with this case, including the taxes and banking, all of it has to be put on the table.
May 14th. At 9 o'clock?
And that's on, the defendant's motion to dismiss, correct, Your Honor?
Yes. Now, sir, if you have other motions that you want to have heard, you need to file them, I would say, how long do you
I
need to get?
request this to be dismissed.
Yes, we've got that scheduled for May 14th at 9. You'll have a hearing. So I'm wondering if you have other motions that we also need to hear.
No, I'm asking you,
Okay.
I'm accepting your oath of office to do the, in the interest of justice, to dismiss this case based on there's no evidence. There's no injured party. There's no jurisdiction.
We're going to hear your motion to dismiss on May
What's wrong with hearing
14th.
me right now?
Today is not a motion day.
Okay.
So May 14th at 9 is your motion to dismiss. Now, if you have other motions that you'd like to have heard on that day, you need to file them in sufficient time so that the state can review them in time to be prepared. And if they need to
Okay,
subpoena
yeah.
people,
Okay.
they need to have time. So how much lead time do you need, Mr. Ferris?
I'm sorry.
If other motions are filed,
Can
how
I-
much
can I hand this to
advance
If it's
time?
evidentiary hearing, then we need to do all the
Like
subpoenas.
2 weeks or what? Okay, so really by May 1st, anything else you want to be heard on May 14th, you need to file it by May 1st, and then contact the clerk to let them know that you want to add that to the hearing.
Okay, well, like I said, I don't
Actually, I think
consent.
on May 14th, you would contact,
Well, like I said, I don't consent to any of this stuff, and that should be efficient. Here's my birth certificate. I'll leave it here.
I'm glad he brought his birth certificate, because otherwise I might have thought this was the first time a human being was born as a brand new species of circus clown. And even though you effectively consented to the court's jurisdiction by being there and trying to file your birth certificate, it really doesn't matter, because your consent isn't required. You agreed to the rules of society the moment you stepped out and entered the public arena with the rest of us.
if you leave that there, it's going to remain there.
It's all right.
The court's
It's on
not
the
taking
record that
possession
it
of
was
that.
submitted. It was,
It's going to remain right there on that podium, sir.
okay.
I mean, that's,
I surrendered
That's
my
not
birth
filing.
certificate.
That's not
That's what's
filing.
bringing everybody into court, their birth certificates, so I surrender mine here.
all right. Well, I recommend you don't leave your birth certificate up there for anything to happen to it, because that's not filed with the court left there on the podium, sir.
It's okay, it is a record, and the man upstairs is watching, so it's
All
here.
right.
Have a great day.
May 14th at 9, and we need to set another court date, sir. June 8th. Pretrial conference at 9.
I do not
Your
consent.
Honor, the state would ask that that be the last continuance, that this be the last continuance, and that we proceed to trial immediately after the June.
I do not consent.
Okay.
I do not comprehend.
Well, I'm setting June 8th at 9 is also a court date for you. That's pretrial conference. So you have two right now, May 14th and June 8th.
Are
All
you
right.
attempting to administer my trust without my consent?
I don't know what you're saying, sir, but I will see you on May 14th
Okay.
at 9 for your motion to dismiss.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Good
Alright, that's the end of the video. He has a few court dates coming up, but sometimes they're moved to different courtrooms and we don't get to see the final outcome. Given the level of nonsense he seems to have picked up from the internet, I really hope we get to see him again. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit dislike. Don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss any future content.